Well, we all know spring is often a season which can bring weather extremes, and a local group is serving on the front lines of the effort to get accurate storm information out quickly. Local 12 meteorologist Michelle Boutillette is live with a look at what Cincinnati Warn does. Michelle, take us through this.
Well, Dave, you know, here in Cincinnati, the weather can change instantly from beautiful blue skies like this to severe weather. Now, when we look at the different technology that we have, lots of times it only tells us what's actually happening inside of the storm. We also need eyes on the ground to help kind of fill in those blanks. That's why the National Weather Service trains storm spotters. One of those trained groups, well, they go beyond the call of duty. When severe weather rolls in, our local National Weather Service office taps into a network of trained storm spotters. Within that network is Cincinnati Warn, or the Cincinnati Weather Amateur Radio Network. Net Control Operator Mike Nye explains.
The Weather Amateur Radio Network is an organization of amateur radio operators who are trained storm spotters that collect information and observations and report that to the National Weather Service in Wilmington.
All volunteers, these storm spotters take it one step further. They operate and monitor common ham radio channels. They then relay storm reports to the National Weather Service on a separate channel. Nye says using ham radio has a lot to offer.
Amateur radio is very versatile, and we have the capability that we are not locked into any one channel. If we're looking at a particular storm, it's possible for us to have multiple spotters all around that storm and get a very clear picture of what it's doing, whereas somebody on a telephone may only get one picture, and it may not necessarily be the best picture.
Warn covers the 17 counties immediately surrounding Cincinnati, but they can listen in on reports from storms that are moving our way. That's just what they did in the hours leading up to the Blue Ash tornado back in 1999.
The first reports that came in on that storm producing a tornado and being on the ground were actually from out in Jennings County, Indiana, which is not really in our area. However, the spotters in that area were talking to our spotters in Ripley County.
And Cincinnati Warn operates out of the 700 WLW studios in Kenwood, and they're going to be holding an advanced spotter training session tomorrow morning. It's important to note that you don't have to be a ham radio operator to be a trained storm spotter. It's a course that you go through with the National Weather Service. If you want more information about the course that's being offered by Warn tomorrow, or how to become a trained storm spotter, just go to our website, local12.com, and click on the red Get It button. Dave, back to you.
All right, thank you, Michelle. And Tim, those are invaluable resources at the time of storms. And you have that kind of people.
That's true, because you can look at radar and you can see a tornadic signature, but you can't always be certain that the tornado is on the ground.
Right.
I don't care what any scientist tells you, you really can't tell from radar all of the time. So it's good to have that confirmation in the field.
Sure.
Along with hail, if it's, you know, golf ball size, baseball size hail, the actual size, whether you're getting flooding, there are all sorts of instances where Cincinnati Warn really helps a meteorologist.
Nothing
Not
like
only
boots
the National
on the ground
Weather Service
and eyes in the sky.
Yeah, because we monitor them on Twitter, we monitor them, you know, on the ham radio, we monitor them everywhere.
The new technology of Twitter, I mean, that's extremely helpful.
Yeah, I mean, you can Twitter anything you want to on a cell phone, and it can make it to everyone. So that's going to be invaluable, especially as we get into this storm season. Take a look at Mount Healthy, plenty of sunshine today, and I'll tell you what, the next couple of